Hey, how we doing, RGL fam? It's Yelsraek, here to show you some more marbles that you can lose. As goodness knows, I've lost my share of marbles over the years. This is a special edition, because this is Marble Madness 2, the unreleased sequel to the hit trackball classic. Now this in particular is a prototype that was made in the early 90s, but never released. They put the prototype together, they tested it in some arcades, and it didn't fare very well, because there was some game called Street 2 Fighter thingy, I don't know. Yeah, so there was some other game that was out there that seemed to be way more popular with the kids, and yeah, they were like, okay, there's not room for marble games anymore, and so they canned it, because it's expensive to build cabinets if they don't think they're going to move any. And it never got released. And it just sat on a desk at Atari until they closed, and then a couple of those cabinets went to collectors, and the ROM was anonymously dumped on the internet a year ago, and those of us who have been longing for it have enjoyed it since. So what I'm going to do for you here, I'm going to go over to the settings so that you can see, go over to the game options here. We're going to play the game on the hardest difficulty. We're only going to get one try at the final level. So that's effectively the hardest difficulty that I can provide. So yeah, that's what we are going to do. So let's go ahead and get started, and we'll talk about some of the neat differences between this and its predecessor. Yo, Ballsy. How we doing, everybody? Good to see you. How's it going, Jason? Lyra, great job on your run. Good to see everybody. Let's go ahead and get started. So, we do have a practice race, just like we had a practice race for Marble Madness. But you'll notice that, or you might be able to hear the clicking of my controller. It's no longer, we no longer have a situation where there is an accelerator button. It is instead a boost button, which is a repeatable burst of speed. But if you hold it, it doesn't really do much, so you want to make sure to keep boosting. Boost as much as you possibly can. This game has 14 races instead of the original game's 6. Whoa! Okay, well this is not going to go well. Wowzers! That's fine. Apparently I'm not supposed to hit the sandbox skip in marathon runs. That is evident to me now, but that's just fine. But yeah, so this particular version of the prototype was... Hey, get in there. There we go. This particular version of the prototype is actually pretty closely tied to the inputs that I'm using right now, because I'm using an NES brick controller. This is a joystick prototype, so it actually is pretty faithful to be using a D-pad. So I'm not doing a poor job of mimicking trackball inputs, because this is not the trackball version of the prototype, which is just our dumb luck, essentially, that we got the right one. In between those 14 stages we have to complete, there are these bonus stages, which look like little pinball machines. You can drain and nothing bad happens, you just get a new marble. And you get bonus points if you want them. So since this is a marathon run, let's spell marble together. M A R B L Marble. So what that did, that gave us 1,000 points per target hit. We hit all 6 of the targets, and it gave us a 2x multiplier, which now gave us 12,000 points. And you'll saw a wand appear over top of our score every 5,000, because that's the wand mechanic in this game. It doesn't stop you or slow you down like it did in the original. It just gives you 5 extra seconds for every 5,000 points that you score. I haven't really touched upon the power-ups yet, and now's a really good time to, because I'm using what is certainly the best one, which is called Knobby. Little knobs appear on all over the marble, and essentially it ignores surface detriments, like if you're going through sand, Oh no, that was not what I wanted to do. That's okay though. We will make it work. Because we are flexible. There we go. Everything's fine. How dare the timer be cut off? I did not authorize this. That's okay. It's okay, let's not worry about it too much. So, here, to illustrate Nobby's power here, we're gonna go over this various ice surfaces, and it's not gonna matter. Look at that. You just roll right over it, doesn't even care. So now we're entering a level that has... You've seen some of these floors already, but these shiny floors are disco floors, and they are the true RNG element to this game. The moment you roll onto a disco floor, it tries to push you to a random edge. That's pretty much all there is to it, but that's enough of a mechanic to really mess us up and cause some distress, particularly if we're trying to do... to this day, nobody has successfully done a deathless run, and the disco floors are a big part of the reason why. Alright, let's do this again. So this time we're going to spell madness. M A D N E S. Madness. One of my favorite bands. I'll hit those three to give me a 3x multiplier, which will give me 21,000 points. It'll give me 20 extra seconds. Even though because we're on the hardest difficulty level, which largely means that we're just not getting lots of bonus time at the start of levels. Okay, this level is named Pan's Labyrinth. Oh, the pan let us through! Huzzah! And here we're going to use the helicopter to help us skip large swaths of this maze-like structure. Kill that Steely. Whoa! Rub up against the wall, apparently. There we go. The pan was indeed a bro ball, so you are correct. And now we have the totally relaxing and non-trivial deep sea stage, where we are now underwater. This game basically breaks up... Oh, that's a death. That's a weird bounce. How strange. Oh, it's another death, really? Okay, we'll go this way, whatever. Fine. You have it your way, I'll go a different way, whatever. I don't care, game. Ruin all my cycles. Sheesh. That's why we took the extra seconds from that madness boost there. Yeah, just to be safe. We don't wanna rip the 1cc. Now here's weird walls. The spelling is correct. So yeah, the game pretty much breaks the levels up into 3 waves of 4 races apiece. And the cool thing is, at the beginning of each wave, you get to choose where you want to start, but, you know, for speed purposes, you basically just want to start at the first one that it gives you, because that's, you know, it's slow to do it any other way. And we just skipped huge sections of that race. There's been lots of skips found, primarily by Likuki and Ellipsis. They're both well-known OG Marble Madness players, as well as several other games, you know. Oh, wait, there's that, nice. Failed cardinal move, my favorite. Alright, sure. Sure, Steely. The Steelies are, abusive in this game. Alright, we got them stuck behind something. This is why we have all this extra time. Holy moly. Birds are jerks! The birds are so fast. There we go. We would have been okay even with the time that I normally start with, but that's just being safe. All we're doing is being safe. So we're like, what? 7 minutes and 40 seconds into this run. We'll spell marble one more time, or we'll fail to do so, and look at that. Man, if I had that level of accuracy at other times. That would be amazing. It definitely takes a lot of getting used to, Ballsy, that's for sure. But the difficulty... I would say the difficulty in this game really does ramp up a lot in the third wave of levels. I'm gonna take oodles of time, because the last time I did a no reset run for a marathon, which was last week on RGL, I took 25 extra seconds here, and I needed almost all of it. So we're gonna take 40 and be safe. As safe as can be. And now here we are, we're already at the final level, and it's a doozy. This is, I mean, look, as we're scrolling through, what a doozy of a level this is. King of the Mountain. Easily the longest and probably the hardest level in the game. We have these evil Berts, which are like naked Berts, throwing rocks at us and stuff. So rude. Oh, we missed the skip. Ah, we're getting rocks thrown at us. Not a bad switch back there. Take these catapults. We can knock them over, which is nice. You can see their butts. And now one big old disco floor to end all disco floors. There we go. Got on that catapult. Here, I will illustrate. For those that didn't see, if you knock a Bert down, look, you see his butt. Bert butt. Oh, right, we're trying to 1cc this. Never mind. Okay, and then to finish it off, we have this lovely, here I'll show you, I'll give you a look at it real quick before finishing. Look at this lovely ice pyramid. Holy moly. There we go, that's time. Sub 10. Sub 10, just showing everybody the ropes here. So. Takes a good amount of work and practice to get used to the angles for the boosts. But it is a whole lot of fun, this game, for sure. Thanks so much for the GGs, folks. But yeah, just a shade under 10 minutes there, so underestimate, which is key. For those that might be curious, I'm going to be running this with Ellipsis at AGDQ 2024 in a 2-player race. Check that out on Monday morning on the GDQ schedule. We've got lots of amazing arcade action to come. So thank you so much for spending 10 minutes with me. I will see you folks around.